I just edited a video. It's one of my sound files. I've been unable to put the hundreds of hours, maybe even over 1,000 by now, hours of sound files that it would be sure nice if I could attach them to my videos here, and I am pasting in the live chat over here a link to the one that I just made. It's 6 minutes and 44 seconds, and it's just a test. It's Wendell McPhee's voice, of course, from Chapel, Nebraska. He's one of the people from my stories, and I'm hoping he'll come forward on his own, because I don't want all of his personal information on blast. There's a lot of stuff that he wants to keep personal, and I can respect that. What I can't respect is him not coming forward about the threats, harassment, and assaults. There's stuff that he knows about that he should have spoken up about. Sandy Fromm going around Chapel, Nebraska, trying to find somebody to kill me. That's a pretty major thing. Now, I have that recorded that he knew about it, that she'd come to him. He should have said something. Now, I was able to record it, which means that I can prove that he should have said something. If he can tell me about it, he can tell the cops. If you can tell me about Sandy Fromm trying to find somebody in town to kill me, you can definitely tell the cops. I get that you don't want to. I get that you have personal reasons. It sucks that I don't know how to edit well enough to go through all of that and just pull out the parts and pieces that you want. It took me, what is this now, 6 months of trying to figure out how to do a sound file, download it onto this, like they wanted me to download a bunch of friggin' apps. Oh my god, dude. I don't have a bunch of apps. I don't got a bunch of space for new apps. This computer is full of evidence. This other computer, it was supposed to be for me to have something to wind down on, since this thing is completely full of evidence, and I guess right there, right here is completely full of evidence. It's not like there's a lot of room to go. This one. This is the one that I got with Brandon Ratner 2 days before I tried to commit suicide at the La Quinta Inn. That was before I had a YouTube that I could make videos on. I didn't know how. I didn't know how to do that until Amanda Engeline and Jerry Sparks assisted me in learning how to do that in Montana in, I want to say, April of 2018. This computer needs plugged in, of course. It's got a lot of sound files on it. It's got sound files between me and Rihanna. It's got sound files between me and my public pretenders. It's got hundreds of people playing fucking stupid. It's got Brandon Ratner on there. It's got Cara Mia, aka Cara Rogers, on there. It's got Dan Favorite on there. It's got everybody. It's got Laura Nelson on there. It's got, between that and my phone as well, and my other phone, they're all full of evidence too. They're full. Like, I have to delete stuff to put more stuff on there. It's insane. I also got my iPad. It's full of evidence. I'm not tech savvy though, so I need help with that. Some of the files that are on here also contain sensitive information. There's also a lot of cursing. There's also people talking about, well, sensitive subject matter that you definitely do not want your children hearing. This is not a channel for children. This is a channel about real life. And I know a lot of you guys are into hiding real life from your kids. All right, that's your decision. I'm not going to tell you that you can't raise your kids the way that you want to, but at the same time, when it comes to public safety, our safety, yeah, I'm not going to play along with your BS. I'm not going to keep secrets just because you're wanting to keep it from your kids. I'm not going to just pretend that my friends aren't dead because you don't care. You don't want your kids to hear it. You don't want your kids to hear about dead people. Fine. That's your prerogative. That's your choice. There's a lot of stuff on here from each of the scenarios that I was in that shows that I was telling the truth. Each one of these scenarios where I got railroaded because I got treated like I was the villain. Each one of these scenarios where other people were on drugs and alcohol and abusing children, abusing each other. A lot of these were people who wanted to help me. At the same time, they didn't help. They were too busy abusing each other. Couldn't follow through because they were on drugs or alcohol. Sad. So the video that I just made is 6 minutes and 44 seconds long. I put a title screen on it and it just says title. I'm working on it. It took me about 30 minutes for it to transfer over after I got done making it so that I could transfer it over to my desktop. And then from my desktop, it took about 30 seconds to completely upload to YouTube, and then 5 minutes of processing after that. Plus, there's the 30 to 35 minutes it took me to try to figure out how to run the thing, which I could probably condense down to about 10 minutes now. But still, we're looking at around an hour for a 6-minute video. I could probably turn down the video quality at 1080p, and I mean, it could legit be at 144, and it would still be the sound quality, that's what's important. Can you hear what they're saying? It doesn't matter what the picture looks like. There's also the fact that I got to go through all these videos. I only have a few days to do it. I got a bunch of paperwork that I got to do. I need help with that, but I don't have help. Hopefully Star will be able to make it back because it's pretty expensive to come here and do that. It's expensive on gas, it's expensive on time, and she's got a family too. All these things are important factors. Then there's the fact that I need some peace and quiet. If it's not quiet long in my working environment, I can't work. If you're having a conversation and we're in an open room, like it's going to be difficult. This place here, it's kind of stuffy, but I'm glad to be here. I've got the window open right now, and it kind of sucks because you can smell people rotting in their apartments here. I mean, they've been dead in their apartments for a while. S1E2A3L4 is somebody's name on here. Typed, "Sup, bro? How's your day been? Just joined." Other than the smell of death, creeped out, overwhelmed, exhausted, physically, mentally. But I'm trying, right? That's the important part. There's a lot of places that I stayed where people had the right intentions. They just didn't follow through, or didn't understand how to follow through, or just couldn't stop talking. Like, this is how lawyers think. No, everybody does that to me. Stop playing lawyer. You're not a lawyer. You don't have a degree in law. There's no reason for you to play lawyer. I'm trying to tell you what's going on because I have a limited amount of time. I need you to stop interrupting, stop asking questions, stop playing lawyer. You're not a lawyer. We're not playing here. This is real life. You need to listen to what's going on. Don't tell me you believe me. I need you to look at the evidence. I need you to take that time. with most of these places during the day, people had reasons why I couldn't work on it during the day. That means I can't make the calls to the professionals that I need to during the day. It makes everything impossible. Then there's the fact that I need people to make calls with me so that they can verify what's said. Star, she's the first person to actually sit down with me to make those calls with me. Not just tell me what to do and then wander around the house selling drugs or getting drunk. Or playing video games on your phone. Like, if it was your own family, and a lot of these people who offered to help called me family, told me that they loved me. But if it was your own family, you would have taken the time to make those calls with them. Instead of pretending like I'm a bad person because I'm angry because you never kept your word. Keep in mind that while you guys had to take time out of your schedule to be able to do those things, I had to go to you repeatedly because when you took that time out, you didn't actually take that time out. There was always something that came up, and I have no resources. If I go to see you and I spend the last of what I have to go see you, that's all I have. I can't afford to keep coming back to be shunned off and ignored every time, Miss Peaches. And then there's the courts. There's the things that all these people are mad at me because you never said any of the good stuff I did. No, I did. Nonstop. For over a year, Miss Peaches. To this day, I still say the good things that you did, but you never came forward in court with those things. And what they wrote down on my court paperwork is completely different from what you had to say. It's completely different from what you and me both did. S1E2A3L4 typed, I feel that life can be hard. I'm going to tell you what, I'm not going to read that person's name anymore because it's just absurd. That's not me trying to down on your name or whatever that you picked. My video game handle is Dogged Roman. I mean, I don't pick happy shit either. But that's a fucking mouthful, dude. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna take my recording device and I'm gonna go. My name is Yvette. Most people call me S. Well, good to meet you, S. My name is Sean. Most people call me Sean. Or names I probably shouldn't say unless there's a lot of emotional connotation to it. People are pissed off about me cursing. If they were as pissed off about these people being killed as they are about me cursing, we'd be in a much better world. Oh my God. There's a lot of people that I know that the more chemicals they get into them, the more they need company. They need somebody to talk to. Like Chris Sagan, for example. He really can't stand people. But he goes to the bar because he wants to be at least a little social. And then he gets drunk, and then he's a drunken idiot. And then he's annoyed with the idiots at the bar, so he wants to have some intelligent conversation. So he calls me up. So I go over there, and it is not intelligent conversation. It's him talking about Thanos and Darth Vader every time I go over there. Dude. Anyway, I've not yet figured out how to transfer the videos from here over to this computer so that I can download them to my YouTube channel. There's a lot of them with Ian Spencer and her boyfriend Josh. There's just a lot here. I'm not a very happy person, and you can probably tell just from the few that I posted up in the last couple of days. The thing is, Natalie isn't the only death. There's a lot of dead people. And they're all as a result of bad cops and volunteers. That's pretty screwed up too, isn't it? There's a lady named Katie Saltzman, I believe. Let me see. And she was gonna help me, but she hasn't gotten back to me in months. It's been since the beginning of October. And then there's a lot of them. Princess Namstlas is what she goes by on Facebook. I'm going to type hello. It's one of those posts where somebody created it, and I don't know who it is. She says she's the one that sent the, I don't get it. Like, there's a lot of these fake profiles, people that don't actually exist. And I'm supposed to just be happy with it. I'm supposed to depend on these people for help, but they're not real people, are they? If they were, they would be on their own profile. They'd have friends. They would have had that profile for a while. You know, not something that they created just to talk to me. I mean, I need you guys to speak up in court. If you don't have a real name, I can't trust you. If I don't even know who to tell the police to talk to, how am I supposed to be able to trust you? Is that a good question? Let's see if I got that right. So I got done with that video around, I don't know, 10:30 or so, but I started just a little after 8:30. So it did take me almost 2 hours. So that is one thing to take note of. Let's see. Try photos. Dates paused. We'll hit resume. So there's a few different